Hey, look alive, team. It's Coach Mike, the second, your mindset coach, the one that's going to give you the tools to develop a resilient mindset and live a life of productivity. What we want to talk about today is how to manage and get through that trouble that you're dealing with. Let's get to work. Say, check this out. How many of y'all dealing with some type of stress? Press one in the chat. One in the chat. Press one in the chat if you're dealing with some type of stress. Because in all honesty, especially during these days and time, we are all facing some type of stress, some type of negativity that's going on in our life. But it's about how you handle and how you control that negativity throughout the day. It's all about what you do about that. Let me tell you a quick story. I know y'all remember Jack and Jill ran up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So Jack and Jill left his house. But Jack, he decided to fill his cup up with coffee this morning. The other, Jill, decided to drink a bottle of water today. Now, they both went up the hill to fetch something. But I tell you what, when they came down that hill, Jack had coffee all on his shirt. Jill's shirt was wet, but it wasn't stained like Jack's shirt. It didn't have that stain of coffee, that black stain of coffee. Why is that? Why did Jill have a clear shirt? And why did Jack have a brown shirt? It's not about the situation that occurred, because the situation caused them both to be wet, caused them both to be drenched. And that situation was falling down the hill, right? But why did Jack have a brown stain? Why did Jill have a clear stain? You see, it's all about what you fill yourself up with, team. Life is going to come at you 100 miles an hour, 110 actually. And when life comes at you at 110 miles an hour, what are you going to do? When that stress is piling up, when time is ticking and things are due, when you have to accomplish certain goals and certain tasks, and you have to get through certain situations, what do? How do we get through that? It's all about what you fill yourself up with. You see, Jack decided to fill himself up with coffee that morning. Jill decided to go with water. And when a situation happened, and situations will occur, it knocked Jack's cup over. It spilled Jill's bottle over, and it got all on them. But the key point is not the situation that happened, but what did they fill themselves up with before they left? You see, it's all about how we proceed and how we respond to the things that happens in our lives, to the things that go on, to the things that sometimes creates a disturbance in our lives, sometimes create a different emotional instability in our lives because we're emotionally attached to a certain situation. We are emotionally attached to that person. We are emotionally attached to that thing, to that place, to that item. And when something comes about, because we didn't take the time to sit back, we didn't take the time to fill ourselves up with the things that are positive. We decided to take in all this negative drama because of that. When that situation happened, when life knocked our cup over, what spilled out is what we filled ourselves up with. You see, the key thing to get through this and to be careful and cautious, number one, you need to be self-aware. Self-awareness, it allows us to navigate and see what's going on with us, not focusing on outside circumstances, navigating our bodies. How is your body responding? What happens when you get into a particular situation? What's that first thing that occurs to your body? Because when we're self-aware, we're able to stop the emotional responses. Or should I say, we're able to control those emotional responses. If we're not in control, then these emotions are in control of us. Everybody experiences emotions. Everybody experiences some type of stress. But it's all about how you navigate it. And it starts with what you fill yourself up with by becoming self-aware. Number two, you want to watch your self-talk. Man, I can't remember how many times people will sit there and talk themselves out of their blessings. They ask for something, but then they see the navigation that it takes, and then they fill themselves up with negative talk, fill themselves up with doubt. And that chops your confidence. You have this imposter syndrome when you don't think you can do anything. Everybody says you're good. They say you're doing good. They even suggested you in different arenas, different rooms, but you internally don't feel that you're adequate. So that self-talk is real important before we leave that day, because the world is going to talk about you, whether you're good, whether you're bad, whether you're indifferent. They all got something to say. And a lot of times it's a negative thing to say. A lot of times it's a negative thing to say. And if we are not careful about how we are treating ourselves, the world don't give a damn about you. The world really does not care about you. They may have a little empathy. They may have a little adjustments, but ultimately business needs to go on. Things need to push forward. And it's all about how you navigate that. And it's starting off with that self-talk. Before you leave that room, before life knocks your cup over, why don't you start filling yourselves up with the positive things? Start filling yourselves up with the things that's going to grow, with the things that's going to help. And I recommend starting off with 3 affirmations every morning. 3 affirmations every morning. Say it with me. I am good. I am great. I am wonderful. I am good. I am great. I am wonderful. One more time. I am good. I am great. I am wonderful. Use these 3 affirmations every morning before you leave the house, every morning before you step out of that bed, to fill yourself up with the things that are positive, to fill yourself up like Jill did with that water. So when life knocks you down, you just have cool water on you and clean clothes. If this video has touched you in any kind of way, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe to this channel. This is Coach Mike II. Self-work is the best work, so we must get to work. Until next time, click the link for a coaching session. Peace.